I'm Miss Lori. For today's lesson, we are going to start off with the application problem. For our application problem, you will need a blank piece of paper, 8 things that you can count. I'm using cubes, but you can use whatever you have, and a pencil. At the bottom of the screen, you will see 2 lines that look like this. That is your pause button. Press pause, get your materials, and when you're ready, come back and press play. I'll be waiting for you. Press pause now. Now that you have your materials, let's begin. Sam went to the farmer's market and bought 8 pieces of fruit. Count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make your fruit look like mine. Sam loves apples and oranges, so he bought apples and oranges at the farmer's market. I'd like you to make 2 plates underneath your fruit. 1 plate is going to be the apples, and 1 plate is going to be the oranges. I'd like you to pause your video, make your 2 plates, and then put all of the fruit on both of these plates. So you'll have some that are apples and some that are oranges. But remember, you don't want to lose any of the fruit. So some are on apples and some are on oranges. Pause the video now. Some of you may have chosen to put 4 apples on 1 plate and 4 oranges on another plate. Is that the only way that we could divide our fruit? No, there's lots of ways that we could, but maybe you chose to do it this way. Now I'd like to turn our plates into a number bond. So let's remember, when we have 2 parts, we can combine it to make a whole. Let's do that now. Make yours look like mine. Now again, remember, when we have 2 parts, we can put it together to make a whole. So let's move our first part of 4 into our whole, and our second part of 4 into our whole. What is our whole now? Think? And if you need to count, that's okay. Say it. 8 pieces of fruit. I'd like you to pause the video, and I'd like you to write your number sentence underneath your number bond that would go with this story. Do that now. Let's check your work. Are we ready? Let's start off how we were before so we can remember our number sentence. What is our first part? Think. Say it. 4. 4. And what is our next part? Think. Say it. 4 is the same as, and remember, we're going to put our 2 parts together to make our whole. 4 and 4 is the same as, think. Say it. 8. Let's say our number sentence together. Are you ready? 4 and 4 is the same as 8. Say it again. 4 and 4 is the same as 8. Now, maybe you decided to change yours to look different. So you didn't have 4 apples and 4 oranges. You might have chosen a different way. Let's show another way that we could break up our 8 pieces of fruit. And I'm going to get a new piece of paper so we can see that and put my fruit back up. So we have our 8 pieces of fruit. Again, let's draw our 2 plates that we can divide these into. Okay? Let's say maybe this time you decided to put 2 apples here and 6 oranges here. Pause the video if you need more time to make it look like mine. Now let's change this into our number bond. So remember, when we have 2 parts, they can come together to make our whole. Let's make our whole right here. Pause the video to make yours look like mine. Now let's figure out what our whole is. So we're going to put our 2 parts together to make our whole. Let's put our 2 into our whole and our 6 into our whole. What is our whole? Think. Say it. 8 pieces of fruit. Pause the video and let's write a number sentence that goes with the story. Do that now. Let's check your work. Are we ready? Let's start off how we're going to start. So what is our first part? Think. Say it. 2. And what is our next part? Think. Say it. 6 is the same as, remember, when we have our 2 parts, we put it together to make our whole. So let's move those together. And what is our whole? Think. Say it. 8. We have 8 pieces of fruit. Let's say our number sentence together. Ready? 2 and 6 is the same as 8. 2 and 6 is the same as 8. I'd like you to take some time and figure out all the ways that you can break your 8 pieces of fruit. Remember, we're going to use this information with our parts and our whole as we use this for Mr. Hammer's lesson.